It's turn 15 in this Auburn Crown playthrough, and the situation hasn't changed a great deal, but let's see how much I've lost this turn. So the replay starts in Andania, where I imagine that the Mutiny Rebellion might start reasonably soon, and the attack, as I thought might happen, is heading towards the west. Except for the Dreadworm, who says no, those giants must go, and go they did. So let's see. Yes, he's moved back down to take back Hashim, and he will, because the elite unit behind will actually take them out and take back that town. That's okay, because it means that those units from the Silk Sultanate can start to move down, and he can be threatened from essentially from two directions. Alright, so the port of Hammurabi has been captured, and that's all from the south, from the ancient lands. That's good, that's good. Could this be a turning point? Could I start to actually build up the ancients a bit? Don't want to get too excited. Lost the Storm Giants of Maelstrom. That will be it for their participation. The veterans of Faisal and a militia from Nergal has been taken out. So, not great, but not terrible either. Alright, what do we got here? A whole heap of settlements and ports that have been captured. We have a number of countries that are heading towards the adversaries or mobilizing towards the adversaries, and a few points taken out. Gee, not many. Yeah, not very many points taken out by the Tribal League naval units there. So anyway, better than nothing. So let's have a look. Potentia, that's the same message, just another screen. All right, so we've got a noble unit joining Angnord. Excellent, to keep the pressure up on the Dreadworm. In the ancient lands we have, now will I put them, no, I'll put them here, because by the time they've gotten themselves back up to normal morale and readiness, this will have fallen, Varden will have fallen, and the Imhotep troops will be moving in this direction. So hopefully I'll be a better position. And I will put another unit over here, where the threat is at the moment. We'll come back to the ancients a bit later on. Let's see what's going on with the Angnord forces. I haven't seen their fleet, for the Mittelheim fleet, for a while, so we'll see how that's going. Now you can see these two messages here. Iron Lord notes absent Ragnar giants. That means that he's preparing to attack into Iron Lord at some point, who are sitting on 68%. So there's no way I'm going to mobilize them before that offensive starts. And the Iron Lord notes Borg has no army. So the army has, or the veteran unit has been moved out of the town and is probably down here. So the spies are going to report this information back to Iron Lord, who will say, oh dear, but not be able to do much about it until the actual attack happens. Right, now back to the matter at hand. I don't feel as though I'm strong enough at this point to actually make an attack. Not a significant one anyway. I'll keep moving this rebel unit, just so that they can, there they are. Found them again, but I can't reach them. And I feel as though 385 points, I don't like doing it. In fact, I'm really hesitant about doing it. Putting investment into the elves. I know that they're tricksy. I know that they're going to betray me at some, well, not betray me. They're going to leave the alliance. That's different to betraying me. They won't do it until Draka has been defeated. But by the same token, they cost a lot of money if I'm going to upgrade them. So I'm going to see if I can continue without upgrading them. Alright, now where to attack? Alright. Alright, I'm going to go for this small humanoid Right, so we've got Draka there in the town itself. See if I can do a little bit of damage to this leader here. Not so much because the leader is important, just because he's getting in the way. And yeah, I need to be able to continue that attack without leaders getting in the way. So can I get down there? Yes, I'll finish him off. Don't have enough movement points. And we'll have to wait for this elite unit to get its readiness up so that it can actually do something useful. I will take River Mist to start off with and just upgrade, reinforce I should say, reinforce the units that I've got there. I said last turn that I should really be looking at taking back Xander's Keep and Holtus, and so that's exactly what I will do. Move those units back. I don't need them yet, I hope, and just keep moving some of these units into a more forward position, and hopefully I won't need to use them for a while. I'll just check on mutineers, not mutineers, mermonts. Oh look, they're only on 30%, so they haven't moved very much at all, but that doesn't mean that they won't move all in a big rush. Okay, so that's Ang Nord, 376 left. What do I do? Purchase, I think, sorry, Ang Nord, not Ang Forward, another elite unit. 376, that might allow me to upgrade. Yes, it does. So they will come on the scene ready to go. They will have to hit the ground running, so to speak. Ang Ford, having a look over at taking the Bleaklands Saloon. There they are. And let's see if I can actually take them out in one turn. Maybe not. That's alright. I'll get them next turn. I hope. Hate to think that a bunch of kobolds or goblins can actually hold me back, but it's possible. It's possible. Alright. 278 gold pieces, and I'm going to buy another Moradonian veteran unit that I will upgrade at a later stage. Still hoping that Thrangon will join us. They're on 37% at the moment, and I will check to see what the diplomacy is like for Angford. Nothing in Thrangon. So let's fix that, and maybe next turn I'll remember to pump them full of diplomatic influence. The Ancients, yeah, Varden is probably going to fall. I can put that unit in there. I just might do that. See if I can hold them back for a turn or so. And just move all those units further forward. Can I do it? No, I can't do any damage to them. So I'm just going to reinforce those units there. Now this, I was referring to it, I think, in the last video as an elite. It's not an elite, it's just a cavalry unit. When I say just, cavalry can be quite useful. If I have a look at their property here, it tells me that they have still only got one attack, but when they get charge, the technology of charge, that will enable them to have 2 attacks, which makes them quite powerful. So at the moment, they've only got 1. I've got 170 gold pieces. Let's have a look at the diplomacy before I go and spend it all. And yeah, see, I haven't put anything into these for a while, so that's what I'm going to do. Sinai and Chinois, if I can get them mobilized, they will be quite a threat to the Golden Khanate, most of whose units are down here. Over to Mulcan, 306, that's enough for another elite unit, and that's what I'm going to get. I'm not going to worry about upgrading or reinforcing anything. Get an elite unit and wait for them to be produced, and also move back beyond the river. that's about it for them. I could... It's hard to say whether I should take that or not. I will take it with the garrison there, and move the leader back into Zara. Right, over to the Tribal League now, and we see 150 gold pieces. That's enough to increase the research into sea fighting. That's what I'm going to do. And now that weapons and armor are trundling along, they'll take a little while to actually realize the technological advance. Scrolling back out again. And that seems to be okay. Alright, this is where I will end the turn. Cold weather preparation. So this is similar to that that decision that you get in War in Europe, where you can prepare the northern area around Leningrad. This is the same sort of thing where you're preparing your units to not take damage if they move into the northern colder climates. So I think at some stage I probably will, like the notes say, this might be better off if you don't intend to attack the Vikings. It's probably better to spend that money elsewhere, but I do intend to actually most likely attack north. So I'll say yes to preparing for cold weather combat. Thrangren has moved 13%, very good. Chinois 12%, very good. And the merchants are being disrupting. Oh, I forgot to move that fleet, but that's okay, they're in position. And the balance sheet here, as I said before, Angnord has dropped, but it's starting to recover a bit now, and Angford is doing quite well. The other countries continue to get around about the 150 mark. All right, that's where we'll leave it for today. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next turn.